And we are practicing yoga this morning. So go ahead and come into your easy pose, seated on a cushion to elevate your hips up a little bit with your legs crossed. And we're just going to put our hands on our knees and close our eyes. And let's do our opening energy exercise where you can wash yourself in white light. So you imagine that there's a spiral of white light energy that is coming down from source, and it spirals down through your soul star, cleansing your soul star. And that beautiful white light spirals down onto the top of your head, slowly spinning and cleansing your energy field as well as your crown chakra. And bring the white light down through your third eye center with the intention of cleansing each energy center as it moves through you. And you're taking the breath in and out through your nose into your belly. Continuing to bring that white light in a spiral. It's also inside your body, down through your throat center, cleansing your throat. And you can feel it now moving around your shoulders. And even if you don't feel it, just imagine it. And into your heart center, cleansing the heart chakra as you breathe. So this is a very centering and grounding exercise. And then bring that white light spiraling down into your solar plexus, your belly, mid-back. And the white light now moves down into the sacral chakra, all around the navel and then below the navel and the low belly, the pelvis, the low back. As you breathe. And the white light now moves down into your base chakra and then down your legs, cleansing the base, cleansing your legs, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet. And see and feel that white light spiraling down below your body into your Earth Star chakra. Your Earth Star chakra being cleansed. And then the white light moves all the way down into the earth, to the very heart of Mother Earth. And you can feel your lower body relaxing here. And when you breathe in the Earth's energy. And you can see that as a pink light spiraling up. And the Earth energy coming into your base chakra and feeding your base chakra with grounding, supportive energy. Just breathe it in. And when we work with the light, we are opening up our chakras, our energy centers. We're also opening ourselves up to the higher realms and the higher dimensions. Each chakra in our body, each energy center is a dimension that contains 7 dimensions within that. Okay, now let's bring our palms together at our heart center. And we'll open the class with one Om Breathing in together. No. And connecting with our higher self, our I am presence. And you can say out loud, I am one with my higher self. I am one with my I am presence. I am one with the heart of Mother Earth. I am one with the heart and mind of the universe. And take this time now to set your intention for your practice and the day ahead. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes. Release your arms down. And let's just warm up the neck for a moment. Drop your chin down to your chest. Keep your shoulders back so they don't roll forward as you do this. And your spine is straight. And just reach the chin down as you breathe in and out. Good. Keeping your shoulders where they are. Roll your right ear to your right shoulder. Breathing in. And now with your next breath, drop your chin down and roll your left ear to your left shoulder. Breathing in. And then just move back and forth slowly with your breath. Feeling the neck opening. Taking the breath into those tight spots. Couple more breaths here. And then bring your head back to center. Interlace your fingers like this. And then press your palms up to sky. And lift through your rib cage. Keeping your shoulders down, lifted through your pelvis, your belly button, your rib cage. Pressing the palms up. Breathing into the belly. And now exhale and twist to the right, left hand to the right knee, right arm comes behind you. Deep breaths in. Keep twisting around, let your shoulders drop down. Bring the breath into the belly. Great, bring your arms back up, reach with both arms. Reach, reach, reach. And now reach with the right arm and the left arm as you inhale and exhale. Good, back to center and we'll twist to the left. Right hand to the left knee, left arm behind. Twisting, spine lengthening as we twist and breathe into the belly. One more breath. Good, coming back to center and bring your hands out in front. Just walk your hands forward as you lean forward, drop your head or forward fold over your legs over your crossed leg. Go as far as you can go. And then lift your head and chest, coming back up. Now bring your legs out wide. You're still on your cushion here, or your blanket. And then we're going to turn our torso toward our left leg. Face your left leg, wherever it is that it is for you. Mine are really wide. I have a lot of flexibility. So don't compare yourself to me. Just wherever you are, begin to lean out over your left leg, supporting your fold, your bend with your hands on the ground. And then reach your heart toward your toes, which are flexed. You want to flex your feet here. Breathe as you reach right from the hip crease and feel that stretch through the back of the leg. Good. Coming back up to seat. I'm having trouble speaking today, clearly. Okay, and now turn your torso to your right leg, facing your right leg, hands on either side of the leg, and then begin to lean forward over the leg, drawing the heart forward. You're going to feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Just breathe into it. I just felt a couple of my vertebrae reposition themselves, which is great. Deep breaths into the belly. And then come back to center. And now we're going to do a forward fold here, walking your hands out. This has been a pretty intense week. We just had yesterday was an eclipse, a lunar eclipse. So the energies have been intense, to say the least. I've kind of lost it a couple of times, I have to admit. But it's okay if we lose it. We can just bring ourselves back to our center, back to the breath, and back to remembering who we truly are. We are these beautiful spirits, beautiful souls in these bodies, experiencing life in the physical realm. A couple more breaths here as you stretch the groin area. Good. And now press up. And you're going to cross your ankles, roll forward out over your feet, remove your blanket, come onto your mat so that you're in table and tabletop. We can do a couple of cat-cows, inhaling, looking up, reaching the tailbone up, spreading the sits bones wide. So press into the knees a little bit to spread those sits bones wide here. And your gaze is up. And now exhale and tuck the tailbone, press the heart up. And just like we float a little bit with the neck, let's float the spine just to warm it. Good. Come back to a neutral spine, and we're going to take it into downward dog. Tuck the toes under, press up and back, and begin to pedal through the feet. Feel all of your fingers connected to and gripping the mat. Reach one heel down and then the other. as you press away from the hands. And now reach both heels down and reach your tailbone up. And breathe into your downward dog. And now we're going to do a short version of downward dog. So walk your feet towards you to a short stance, and then take your feet out wide on the mat. So the outside edges of the mat line up with the outside edges of your feet. And you're in a short downward dog. You want to be able to grab onto your right ankle with your left hand. So go ahead and reach for the ankle with the left hand and then turn your gaze to the right. So you're looking up underneath your right armpit. Breathe as you twist here. Twist your torso to the right. And then bring your left hand back out and take your right hand to your left ankle, twisting and looking up under your armpit, twisting your torso to the left. Smile. Good. Bring your hand back to the mat. And now just walk your feet up towards your hands so that your feet are hip width apart and your belly is on your thighs, coming into standing forward fold, grabbing onto opposite elbows. Knees are slightly bent. Shake your head out. Shake your torso out. And breathe. Just letting the torso hang. If you want to try straightening your legs a little bit to get more of a stretch through the back of the legs, you can do that. Good. Release the arms down. We're going to roll all the way up to stand. Nice and slow. Coming to the top of your mat for a couple of rounds of sun salutation. Salute to the sun. Palms at your heart center. Feet hip width apart. Press into the feet. In mountain pose. This is mountain pose. So you can feel the strength of the earth coming up through your legs. Lift in your heart. And now inhale, reach up. Palms to the sky and a slight back bend. Exhale, bend the knees and come all the way down into forward fold. Reaching the crown down toward the earth. Inhale, step the right foot back into low lunge. Planting the palms underneath the shoulders. Hold your breath and come into plank. Nice long body. Exhale here, drop your knees down, tilt your pelvis up, and then drop your chest between your hands, chin on the mat, elbows in. Toes are still tucked under. Inhale, slide forward into cobra. Elbows are bent. You're working the back muscles here with your lift. And then exhale, tuck the toes up and back, downward dog. Heels reach toward the earth. Inhale, step the right foot all the way up into low lunge. And you can bring it up with your hand if you need to. Exhale, left foot up, standing forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, back bend. Exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot back. Low lunge. Holding the breath, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms to the heart. And now coming into chair pose. So your feet are hip width apart. You're standing in mountain pose. If you have any balance issues, then go ahead and keep your feet hip width apart. Otherwise, you can bring your feet together. Arms come by the ears. And now you're going to sit down just like you would sit into a chair. So your knees are bent. Your spine is straight. You don't want to be arching here. No arching. Keep your tailbone tucked under. And then keep your arms up by your ears. And breathe. And like I said, if you have balance issues, then your feet are hip width apart. I don't want anyone toppling over. Sitting in chair, you can feel your legs probably by now. And now go ahead and come all the way up to stand. And now bring your legs hip width apart and let's just move side to side, twist side to side. Come back to center and feet are hip width apart. Palms at the heart, you're at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up with the palms, slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. And now step your right foot back into a low lunge. And then drop that right knee down. Walk the left foot to the edge of the mat and come into lizard pose. So you're dropping, your hands are underneath your shoulders and perhaps you can come onto your elbows or blocks wherever you are working this pose to open up the inside of the left leg and stretch into the left hip. And breathe. Just focusing on the breath in and out. Good. And go ahead and press up. Walk the left foot back in. And now your left arm is on the outside of the left leg. Ground your back foot down at an angle. We're coming up to warrior two. Lining up the front heel with the instep of the back foot. And then windmill the arms to come into warrior two. Check that you can see your front big toe. Sink into this front leg, reaching through the back leg. Torsos turned sideways, gaze out over the left palm. And now turn the palms to face up. Good. Straighten through this front leg and walk your back foot in a little bit, shortening the stance or triangle pose. Reach the left arm out, press into both feet, and then extend your torso out over the left leg. The left arm comes down and the right arm comes straight up. Your hand can be on a block or your ankle or perhaps the floor, wherever you're working. Keep the pressure going into the feet. And now think of all of your extremities, your arms and your legs, your torso as lengthening. Each appendage is lengthening on the trunk. And when you do that, you can feel how much the pose grows. Good. One more breath here. Bend into the left knee. Come back up into warrior two. So you're walking that right foot back again. Arms extended, torso sideways. And we'll take side angle pose. Left forearm comes just above the knee. Right arm at a diagonal, palm facing the floor. Squeeze in through the Muladhara chakra, the perineum. Squeeze that area and that will hold you together here. Activating the core as you breathe. Come back into warrior two. And then windmill the arms down to the mat and come into low lunge. From low lunge, step it into downward dog. Downward dog, inhale into plank. Drop your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step the right foot forward, low lunge. And from here, drop the back knee down. Walk the right foot out to the side, to the edge of the mat. Right arm comes to the inside of the leg. And come into lizard pose on the other side. Capture on your blocks here. Take your breath right into the hip. The right hip. The right inner leg. You also feel the stretch in through the left groin area. And breathe. This is such an important channel to keep open. When these muscles are stretched in this area, you have so much more flexibility in your walk, in your gait. If I go like 3 weeks without doing this stretch, I feel it. So it may not be pleasant, or it might, but it's really an important stretch. Opening those channels. Good. And now go ahead and press up. Walk the right foot back in. Ground the back left foot down at an angle. We're going to come up into warrior two. Lining up the front heel with the instep of the back foot. Windmill the arms up. And sink into this front leg as much as you can. So everyone's working in a different phase, in a different, wherever you're working in, you just honor that. Reach through the left leg. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears, and then squeeze up through the Mula Bandha. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. That activates the core, keeps you lifted as you breathe. Turn the palms up. One more breath. And then go ahead and walk this, or pull this back foot in to shorten your stance. For Trikonasana, triangle pose. Arms come out and then lengthen right from the hips, your torso out over the right leg. Right hand comes down to a block or your ankle. Left arm up. Torso is sideways. Press into the feet. And you're stacking your shoulders here so that you have a line with both arms. And you can see how my torso is at a 90-degree angle. So that is what creates the triangle. And that's what we want to do in this pose. But if you're not there yet, it's okay. Work wherever you are. Honor where you're at. And now go ahead and bend the right knee, come back up to stand, and slide that foot back. Into warrior two positioning. And we'll come into side angle. Right forearm just above the knee. Left arm at a diagonal. Keeping that space between your shoulder and your neck and your head. Staying lifted in all areas of your body. So you don't really want to be leaning too much on the knee. You want to keep the torso lifted. Breathing. Good. Come back to warrior two, and now we're going to windmill the arms down into low lunge. A low lunge. Plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Step it back into plank. From plank, drop your knees. Tilt your hips back. Chest and chin come down. And then inhale, slide forward into cobra. Cobra, take it back into child's pose. Wide knee child's pose. So your knees are wide on the mat and your toes are touching. And then draw your heart back. You reach your seat towards your heels. Good. Go ahead and lift and roll up. Tuck the toes under. Come back into downward dog. Downward dog. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Bend through your knees and come all the way up to stand. You're going to do tree pose. It's a balancing pose that we've done before in this class. And we'll start with the right leg. So spreading the right toes wide and then rooting them down to the earth. And now bringing your left foot to either your calf or your upper thigh. If you need to be holding onto a wall or a cabinet or whatever's next to you, then by all means, use what you need for support in your balancing pose. Bring your palms together at your heart center. Feel that right leg rooted down to the earth. And then draw up through the crown of your head. Make sure this left hip is dropped down and even with the right hip. And connect to that balanced energy between the left side and the right side of your body. Your masculine and feminine, your light and your dark. And then you can reach your arms up and come into the highest expression of your pose, whatever that feels like today. You're a tree. Good. Palms back to the center. And with balance and control, step out onto your left foot as you shake your right foot out. Other side. Standing on the left foot. And again, you can be holding onto a wall or a bookcase or whatever. Spread the left toes wide. Root them down. Feel that connection from your body to the earth. You can imagine that there's roots growing out of your body, firmly gripping the earth. And then bring your left foot into its position, which may be different from side to side. Palms together at the heart. Feeling the balance. Feeling the rootedness. Feeling the peace and calm within your mind, body, and energy field. And now opening your arms up to the highest expression. Your tree is blooming. As you do this, drop your shoulders down, lift in the high heart, lift through the crown, root through your foot, hips stay low. Good. Bringing your palms back to center. And then with control, stepping out onto the right foot, shaking out the left leg. Good. Feet hip width apart. Let's just twist right to left. All right, now with your arms out, knees slightly bent, we're going to do small circles with our arms going forward. Circles are going forward and they're small. Keep the breath flowing as we do this. And then begin to make your circles a little bit bigger. Knees are slightly bent. Breathe and smile. And then you can make your circles even bigger. Perhaps you can see yourself as a goose. Sorry. Or a duck or a bird. And now make your circles really big. Going forward, really big circles. Like doing the butterfly in the swim beat. Good. Now we're going to do really big circles going backwards. Reverse your circle. Now we're doing the backstroke. Knees stay bent. And then make your circles slightly smaller, but still pretty big. And then the circles get even smaller. We're at a medium circle. Might be feeling this in the arms and shoulders by now. If you need to stop, stop, and then just start again. And then your circles get smaller. Keep breathing. And now we have tiny little circles going backwards. A little bit longer. Good, release. And now just shake it out. Shake it out. Shake out those shoulders. Shake out the chest. Shake out the neck. Shake out those hips. Yeah. Now you're going to just shake it, shake it. Shake it any way you can. Good. Okay. Come back to the top of your mat. Palms at the heart. Inhale, reach up. Slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. And now step it back into downward dog, both feet coming back. Slight pulse in the heart. Roll it out into plank. And now drop your right knee down and turn your torso to the left. Left arm comes straight up to sky. And the left leg is long on the mat. So it's a modified side plank with the knee down. If you want to go further today, you can lift the right leg up. Both feet are stacked. And just breathe into your side plank, whether your knee is down or lifted. Good. And now come down with the left arm and the right knee. We'll do the other side. Extend the right leg. Left hand comes underneath the left shoulder and the right arm comes up to sky. This is the modified pose. And if you want to go further, that left leg comes up and you're in side plank with the feet stacked. Breathing. And come out of the pose. Right knee down, right arm down. And we'll take it back into child's pose. This time the knees are together. Seat comes down onto your feet. Forehead down on the mat. Arms down alongside the body. And breathe. Then come all the way up onto your seat. Bring both legs out in front and shake them out. Shake out your legs. Both legs out in front. Good. And then just pull your flesh out so your sits bones are firmly engaged with the mat. Bring your right foot into the inner left thigh. Flexing through the left foot. Sit up nice and straight. And then begin to lean forward out over the left leg. Hands come to wherever they come to. And you're breathing into the back of the left leg. This is head to knee pose, so if there are no neck injuries, you can drop your head down toward your knee. And go ahead and lift up. Plant the right hand underneath the right shoulder. We're going to sweep up into Stargazer. Sweep. And reach with the left arm. Left leg is extended. The right arm and right knee are supporting us. Feel the stretch to the side line of the body. And you can play a little bit in this pose with opening your chest up more toward the sky. Or to the side. Just see how that feels as you breathe into the body. And then release your seat back down. And let's bring the right leg out. Shake out your legs. Hold the flesh out. Sits bones are down. And then bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Right foot is flexed. Go ahead and walk your hands and your torso forward. And if you want to bring your head toward your knee, you can do so. Feeling that stretch and bringing the breath into the right back of the leg. Good. Coming up. And Stargazer on the other side. Left hand plants underneath the left shoulder. Going to sweep the right arm up. And stretch through the whole sideline of the body. Also open the chest up. Make it more of a back bend. Deep breaths in this expansive pose. Good, and release it down. And then both legs back out front. Shake them out. And remove the flesh. Now flex both feet. And if you have any low back injuries, place a rolled up towel or a blanket underneath your knees. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Inhale. And as you exhale, lean forward out over both legs, knees slightly bent, or a towel underneath. And then reach your heart forward. If it feels okay, you can drop your head, rounding down into your legs. Deep breaths into your low back, all along the spine. And then one more deep breath here into your belly. then slowly coming back up to sit. Plant both feet, arms out, and begin to lower down onto your back, one vertebra at a time, using your core to come down. Good. Hug your right knee into your chest. And then right arm comes out to the side, palm facing down. Guide the right knee over to the left for a twist. Bringing the right knee back to center and lengthening the right leg out. Hug the left knee in. Left arm out to the side, palm facing down. And guide the knee across the body. Keeping that left shoulder down. Wherever the knee comes to, just relax as you breathe. Good. Bring that left knee back to center, and then the left leg comes out, right leg out, farther than the mat. Arms are out, palms facing up. Coming into final resting pose, final Shavasana, where we just surrender into this moment, making any final movements you need to make to become very comfortable. And in this place here, just take a few deep breaths right into your nose, in through your nose, into your belly. And then you're going to release with a sigh through your mouth. 2 more times, inhaling. Inhaling again. Good. And now surrendering. So surrendering means that you're not directing anything outward. It means you are becoming receptive to the incoming light and energies that are streaming down onto you from the universe, so that you can receive this prana, this chi, this life force energy. Breathe it in and allow it to fill you. You're totally open and receptive. You're surrendering to the flow of the universe that loves you deeply and has so much love for you and only wants the very best for you. Feel that energy moving through you like a river as you let go even more. Softening your heart. place of total non-resistance. And now begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Reach your arms long overhead. Stretch through your whole body. And then bend your knees, planting your feet, and roll over onto one side. And press all the way up to a seated position, easy pose. Crossing one foot in front of the other. Palms together, or palms can stay on your knees right now. Close your eyes. And when we stay in that state of surrender, where we are receiving the energy of the universe, we are allowing that energy to move us, to guide us. Instead of directing our lives through our conscious mind, we can allow the super conscious mind to guide us. We can allow the flow of the universe to show us what our next step is. And we'll feel it. We'll feel it in our heart if it's right or if it's wrong. And so just be patient until that good feeling comes up. Yes, this is my next best step. This is right for me. Patience, surrender. We're always learning how to do this. It's a practice. I'm 54 and I'm just now starting to get the hang of this. Bring your palms to your heart in prayer position. We'll close the class with one Om, breathing in together. No. I bow to the immensely beautiful and magnificent and light inside of you that is also inside of me. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I'm Beth Wright. My company is Spiritworks. My website is energyhealingteacher.com. You can find me on Spiritworks, Beth Wright on Facebook. And I hope you are enjoying these classes. It's a pleasure being with you. I wish I could see you. Have a wonderful day.